Hi guys, welcome to your first quarter of the first game in English, Basketball English Club. And in this video, you're going to learn how to describe your favorite basketball player. So think about how do you describe a person to someone else. So usually you will describe the appearance and also the personality of that person, right? But in today's video and in the first quarter, you have to learn how to describe your favorite basketball player, and you also need to know how to describe the role in the team and also their achievement or performance in the game, so you can better describe him or her as a player. All right, so first let's take a look at how you can describe someone in terms of the appearance. So there are a few words you can use to describe a player. As a basketball player, we all know that they usually are very tall and they are strong, right? But some players are very slim, and also there are some players are well built. So you can use this adjective to describe their appearance, right? So here is a little clue you can use. Um, for example, if you want to describe your favorite player, for example, Kobe Bryant, right? You can say Kobe is very tall, right? So you can also say he is very tall and well built, right? You can use two adjectives together. So here is a trick. You can use the adverb in front of the adjective to kind of emphasize what you want to say. Like he is tall, Kobe is tall, but if you use very tall, that means he's not, like the normal height, right? He's very tall, or you can say quite tall. You can use adverb in front of the adjective to help you to describe the appearance. Of course, there are some other aspects you can think about instead of just height or the body, right? You can think about the face, build, and nose and hair, right? For example, some players have very long hair, right? Like Allen Iverson, he has very long hair, and some basketball player like Michael Jordan or uh, Kobe Bryant, they usually have very short hair. Um, so it depends on who is your favorite basketball players. You can describe his or her appearance with those adjectives. So the next aspect you can describe is the personality. For example, here are some adjectives you can use to describe someone's personality. Not only for describing the basketball players, you can also use it for describing, like your friend or your family members, even, right? You can say he's very kind or warm. But here's another word you can use. I think it's better. You can use considerate, considerate, instead of kind or warm. I think it's a better one, right? You can say he is very considerate. So the trick here is instead of just talk about he is very kind, he has a sense of humor, or he is optimistic, he's a positive person. So when you describe a basketball player, you have to think about his personality might be different when he play basketball in the basketball court with normal life. Maybe he's not playing basketball, but he is a different person with the one he's playing basketball in the basketball court. So that might be different. That might be something you think about when you describe him. For example, you can say Kobe Bryant. You can say Kobe is is an aggressive player. player in the court, right? He's very aggressive and he's a very good scorer, and he can play very well. And he, to be honest, he played really aggressively, right? So you can see he's an aggressive player. Even though aggressive may sound a little bit negative, but here when you say he's an aggressive player in the court, that means he's very defensive, right? He's his eagerness to make points, to score. And you can at the same time you can say Kobe is he's a very kind person in daily life or in normal life. Yeah, you can say Kobe is an aggressive player in the court, but is very optimistic, or he's very kind, you know, at home, right? It's very different. So you can use this kind of sentences to describe a basketball player. And this is the second one you can use to describe someone. And here you can see so many adjectives you can use to describe a person. Of course, if you want to find some more adjective you want to use, you can go to the course. We have the link. Okay, we have the link, so you can click the link and find out more list of adjective you can use to describe a personality. And the next thing, specifically for describing a basketball player, is the role in the team. So if you describe a basketball player, you want to talk about his role in the team, right? What is the position of this player? Is he a point guard? Is he a shooting guard, or small forward, or power forward, or center? They have different positions. That means when you describe basketball players, you want to describe his role in the team. That may help other people to understand, oh, this is your favorite basketball. He is playing the center. That means he's a very tall player, and he's very good at catching the rebound, right? So that actually contains a lot of information. So those are 5 most used terms for describing the positions in the basketball game. You have to remember those. So look at the picture here from the NBA.com. You can find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The point actually is the position of these players. Like the point guard usually stay outside the 3-point line. And you can see the center is very close to the basket. That means he's ready to defend somebody who's getting close to the basket, or he's ready to get rebound. So that they have the very different role to play in the team. At the same time, you have to know what is the English name of the team that your favorite basketball players play in. For example, Kobe Bryant, he played in Lakers, so you have to know the name. That can help you introduce your favorite basketball players. So here's a map, and I give you guys a link here, NBA.com. You can find more about the English name of the team and English name of the position in the website. You can find a lot of information there. Finally, if you want to describe your favorite basketball in detail, you better talk about their performance or achievement. Like Kobe Bryant, you can talk about how many times he got championship or finals MVP. So here MVP means most valuable players. That is a very high achievement for any basketball players. So he got so many MVPs. That means he's a very good player. He's a great player. And he got 10-time NBA All-Star. And he also got 3-time All-Star Game MVP. So when you list out so many achievements of your favorite players, that give a lot of information, right? So here is, this is how you can describe your favorite basketball. Not only the how does he look like, what kind of person is him, the most important thing is you have to learn how to describe him in terms of basketball, right? What is his position? We have talked about earlier, and how is his performance? How did he play? How many average point did he get each game? So those are some things you can use to describe your favorite basketball player. And here is an example from Atish blog. This is a blog in our first game. You can find in your first game, quarter three. In quarter three, there is a blog you can read. So here's the examples in the blog. How he described his favorite basketball players in the blog. He mentioned he is a 15-time All-Star, a 14-time member of All-NBA team. You can see how Atish used all those terms we have learned earlier, right? In his blog, how to describe his favorite players in his writing. So you can also use something like this in your writing or in your speaking. That might be very helpful. He mentioned about how many times he got all NBA, All-Star, all defensive team, and on top of all that. So that means except that there are something else. So he also ranked third in the league for all-time postseason scoring. That means he scored a lot. We can see how the total point here is ranked number 3, right? We can see in this picture. So you can actually use those information in your description, right? It can be very helpful. This is just one example. So when you describe your favorite basketball players, you can always use those 4 aspects to describe it. Okay, guys, that is all for today's class, and I hope you enjoy your game in the first quarter, and good luck with your learning. See you!